Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I figured, since I do so much traveling and I'm sure you guys do a lot of traveling around the holiday season, I figured I would just get on here and show you guys the makeup that I travel with. I definitely don't see a lot of people talking about the makeup that they travel with. I know that when I travel, I try to travel a little lighter because I have so much makeup. I know that if I take everything that I want to take, it's just not going to be a pretty sight. I'll have more makeup than I have like anything else. So I figured I would come on here and show you what I travel with, me personally. I try to keep it light, but I mean, I could probably stand to go a little lighter. So yeah, if you want to see what I travel with, then just keep watching. Okay, so here is the train case that I am currently using to travel with. I actually just got it for Christmas. It is an Ulta case that came with like some Ulta beauty products, and I just figured that I would unpackage the makeup that was in it because the packaging was taking up a lot of space, and just put all my makeup in it that I travel with. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff in here. Let me just go ahead and show you what all I have. Also, I am back in this closet currently, so forgive the setup, but yeah, let me show you what I have. Okay, so here on the top, I guess, shelf or whatever, are my primers and foundations. I definitely brought way too many foundations for just like a couple weeks away from school, but I have the Infallible foundations by L'Oreal because these are just like my go-to. They're always so good. I combine these two and they are just perfect. So I figured I would bring these because I know if these other foundations don't work, then these are good to go always. I have the e.l.f. Acne Fatting Foundation. I don't really know why I brought it. I haven't worn it. I think I brought it because I wanted to test it out to see what the color looked on me this time of year, but I tested it on my hand and it's just so pink. So I haven't worn this, and honestly I don't know if I will because I can't imagine me wearing a pink foundation like this like in the summer. So when I was wearing this in the summer, I was probably hella pink. Don't know if I'll wear it again, but if this is the right color for you and you want a foundation that is good for acne, this is definitely a good one. It's like $6. e.l.f. is always good. And then this other foundation that I brought is this Maybelline Fit Me in the color 120 Classic Ivory. It is the matte and poreless. This foundation, I originally didn't think too highly of it. I was like, oh, it's just another liquid foundation. It's not matte, it's not poreless. It's nothing great, like whatever, but the more I used it, the more I liked it. I think when I first got it, I was using it on a brush, and this is definitely one that I like to use on a blending sponge, so this is good. It's not necessarily super matte, and it's not super poreless in my opinion, but I mean, pores are just something that I struggle with, so if I want mostly a foundation that lasts, this is a good one. Okay, and then for primers, this is a fairly new one. This is the NYX Hydra Touch primer. I got this because my friend and I, we were at Ulta. Okay, P.S. Sorry if you can hear Devin outside. He's like playing a video game and he's just being super loud. So anyway, yeah, I come in this closet when he plays games and I want to record. So, okay, anyway, a friend and I were at Ulta and she was going to get this, and I had never really even thought about getting it, but I tested it like just on my hand and it was amazing. I've never had a primer this hydrating. So if you have dry skin, this is definitely a great primer. It's like $12 or $13, so a little pricey, but definitely worth it if you have dry skin. I love it, and my skin is pretty oily, but this is still really good. Okay, so I guess this isn't a primer or foundation, but this is my concealer. This is my all-time favorite concealer. It's the Maybelline Master Conceal in the color Light. It is just such a high coverage, great concealer. I mean, I use it in all my videos. It covers and it brightens and it's just perfect. I love it. And then for eyelid primer, always the e.l.f. eyelid primer. It's $2 and it's great. I use this and then I set it with some powder, and honestly, the best eyelid primer I've ever used. I do have these samples of this Urban Decay primer potion. I didn't even realize, but if you open it, there's so many different types of primer potions. You have the original, this one that is nude and matte. You have this one that shimmers, and then this one for anti-aging. They're samples I got with my Naked palette that I got for Christmas. So yeah, I would definitely be trying these out, but primer potion's a little expensive in my opinion, so the e.l.f. eyelid primer is definitely good enough. And then the last primer I have, I got it obviously from MAC in my MAC online purchases. It's just a sample. I used it today and it is just this white lotiony kind of primer, and it's pretty good. It felt hydrating and it felt good, not too oily or anything. Probably not something I would actually invest in for a full size, but it's pretty good, and it didn't smell bad either, which is a huge thing for me when it comes to primers. Okay, so in the next section, this is where I'm keeping my brushes. I travel with a good amount of brushes, but I could probably stand to travel with more because I swear I'm always missing some. So let me just go through and tell you the ones that I definitely take when I travel. Okay, so these are the brushes that I travel with. They're all my little cheap brushes, but I love them and they're good and they're quality. They're e.l.f., Wet n Wild, a Target brand, and a Mary Kay brand. And then this one is a random Maybelline eyeliner pencil that came with my gel eyeliner. And I mean, there's not much to say about brushes. You've seen me use them and you probably have them. So I'm just going to quickly go through them and tell you what they are, if I can even remember the names of them. So this one is one of the newer e.l.f. ones from their new line that I cannot even remember the name of. I want to say Precisely Beautiful line, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. It was like $12. It looks very elegant. It reminds me of the Real Techniques brushes that are just like a little more expensive and a little maybe higher quality, maybe, no idea, I don't have any, but it has like, it like goes down into this tapered end and it's just really easy to hold. I think they were designed to be easier to work with, and I use it to blend in my foundation. I don't like to travel with wet beauty sponges, so I decided to bring along this brush and really give it a good try, because the first time I used it I didn't like it, and I figured if I traveled with it I'd be forced to use it, and I like it now. So this is a really good purchase. It's like $12, I think. This is the e.l.f. Flat Top Face Brush, I think is what it's called. And I use this for blush. It's definitely not a blush brush, but I love it regardless. For blush, it's really good. This is the small tapered brush, I think. I use this to set my under eye. This is the concealer brush, I think, by e.l.f. I use it for highlight. It's really good for highlight. And then this brush I just got, it is just called an eyeshadow brush. It's really good. I use it for eyeliner because I didn't bring an eyeliner brush like for your under eye. So I got this one. It's a little big for eyeliner, so when I get back to my other brushes, I'm going to use this for actual eyeshadow, but it's good, you know, in a pinch. And then the last e.l.f. brush that I have is this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. I've had this for a really long time and it's lasted. It's not white down here like it used to be because I use it pretty much every day to set my face. If I'm not using this, I'm using another big brush to set my face, but this is just perfect for travel and perfect to set your face with. So those are my e.l.f. brushes. This is a Mary Kay brush. I just got this when I got the mineral powder foundation. This came with it when I got it, and it's a really good brush. Since I'm traveling, I'm using this currently for bronzer, and it's really good, but it's also good for the foundation. Really, it can be used for anything. It's like the e.l.f. flat top brush. It's just flat, and you can use it for blush, foundation, bronzer, literally anything. It's a really, really good bruch, and it's mini, so it's definitely easy to travel with. And this brush is just a little eyeliner brush. It came with the Maybelline gel liner, like I said. It's really good. This is a Wet n Wild flat shader brush. It's like 99 cents. I use this one for concealer, and then I have another one just for eyeshadow. It's really good for concealer and eyeshadow. You know, there's really no rules to any of this. Just use what you want, really. And then this is a, I think, crease brush from Wet n Wild. Again, I think $1.99, 99 cents. Really, really good brush. It is filthy right now. I cannot wait to wash my brushes. But yeah, I use this every day also. This is one of the best brushes. And Wet n Wild brushes are also vegan and cruelty free, so that's awesome. And very soft bristles. And then the last brush, the last brush that I have is from Target. It came in a set of 2 eye brushes. I think it's considered a crease brush. It was like $6 for like 2 of these brushes, and they're super soft. Oh my gosh, they're so soft. And they're really good. The Target Up and Up brand. So yeah, those are the brushes that I use. I use these pretty much daily, especially these 3 Wet n Wild ones and this blush one, and then these. Yeah, I use these the most. these three and these three because they're just all so good and so versatile. Yeah, they're really good. And they're really affordable, so go invest in those and you probably will not regret it. And then lastly, I have this huge pit of just the rest of my random makeup. So let me just start like pulling this stuff out. This is my lash curler. This is by Sally Hansen. I have this Mary Kay foundation that I was just talking about. This mineral powder foundation is so good. I have it in the color Ivory, and it's one of the best powder foundations that I've ever used. I have this MAC mascara that I purchased from MAC. It's like one of my new favorite mascaras. I might actually invest in this one. The next thing is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Caramel Toffee. I use this every day. This is my all-time favorite bronzer, and the banana powder is so good. This is like $4 or $5, $6 at Walmart. Go get it. But this is such a good investment. The next thing I brought with me are these false lashes from Eylure. 3 pairs. Obviously, there's only 2 in here now. And let's see, what are, yeah, number 35. Obviously, duh, right in front of me. I was like, where is it? These are really good, really lightweight. They're a little long. I had to trim off like 2 or 3 of the lashes, but they're really good. I brought them for New Year's. Didn't wear them, but I mean, I brought them just in case. Always good to travel with falsies because you never know what you're going to get into. Next is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I got this at Walmart. Pretty good. I'm not head over heels about it. I guess it's pretty good coverage, but the smell is so overwhelming. If you don't like smelly powders, do not get this. I mean, it fades, it wears off, but this powder, the smell, oh, so hard to get past. Next on the list is this ColourPop eyeshadow in Weenie. This and Porter, which I'll bring out next, is my all-time. They are my all-time favorite eyeshadows ever. The best pigment, the best formula, the best colors ever. So beautiful, and I brought them because I knew if I didn't like any other eyeshadow that I was going to be wearing, I could just wipe it off and put this and Porter on and be good to go. And here is Porter. It looks very like red auburn in here, but it's more of a purpley, like auburny color. It is so pretty. It is from ColourPop Kathleen Lights, and I think it's from the Where the Night Is set. So definitely invest. I mean, you can buy these alone, and I actually just bought Weenie and Porter by themselves. I didn't buy the kit, but definitely buy Weenie and Porter. They are so beautiful. And then here's this lip scrub. I use it every day and every night. I got it in an Ipsy bag. I'm almost out of it, but it is in buttercream, and it's just a really good lip scrub. I'm almost out, and when I run out, I probably won't buy it for myself, but it's a really good lip scrub, and I use it to prime my lips every day. I also travel with this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. It is the most beautiful highlighter I've ever seen. I mean, that's my opinion because I don't like those super hardcore highlighters that just light up your face. I don't like those. This is very natural, very light, and very good for everyday use. And this is a Wet n Wild lipstick. It is in the color Rosebud. I don't travel with this. I actually just picked it up while I was here, but it's in my kit, so I figured I'd mention it. Really good formula, but I'm not crazy about the color, especially for this time of year. It is super pink. Just not a fan. Actually, I will do a lip swatch video of all my lipsticks eventually. No promises to make it anytime soon, but I really want to do that. I've been wanting to for a long time, but I will definitely include this in that video. So be on the lookout for that. One day when I have literally nothing else to do, I will make that video. But yeah, Wet n Wild lipstick. This is another lipstick that I usually don't travel with, but I brought it this go round. It is Mary Kay, wait, what is it called? Crushed Berry. It is just like the name says, it's a beautiful berry color, beautiful formula, very matte and long wearing. Mary Kay has got it. I want to sell Mary Kay so bad, but no one will ever buy it from me. Next is this NYX blush. This is my favorite blush right now for this time of year. This is so beautiful. It's not too red, it's not too pink, it is just perfect. It makes your cheeks look nice and rosy and blushed, and oh, perfect. It is in the color Amber. It is just the most perfect color. I am, obviously, as you know, pretty pale, but this is not too red. It's just beautiful. The next lipstick I have is MAC Brave. I also got this for Christmas. I wore it the other day, and it's not as like, it's just not what I thought it would be. It's pretty like bright pink. I would almost say it's like a Barbie pink. Ugh. And it slides. It's not matte. It's a satin finish. So not my favorite. I'll definitely wear it in the spring, but right now it's just gonna sit here. But I love MAC packaging. I mean, look how sleek that is. So nice. Next is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I have so many mascaras, so every time I travel I try to take a different mascara with me, and this was one that I picked up to bring. This used to be my favorite go-to mascara, so I figured I would bring it with me, but I don't like it as much anymore. It's not me anymore, but I still brought it, and it'll do in a pinch. I still like it and I'm gonna use it. Yeah, Maybelline Lash Sensational. Like I said, I like to bring different mascaras every time I travel, and this one was just sitting there on my desk, hadn't really been used for a while, so I brought L'Oreal's Miss Manga. I really like this mascara only if I curl my lashes really well prior to putting it on. I cannot just curl my lashes and put it on. Like, my lashes have to be curled for this to look good. Otherwise, I hate it, honestly. And I probably won't buy this again, but I went ahead and brought it because, like I said, I haven't used it. So, again, good in pinch, but not my favorite. Yet another lipstick is this Ulta Beauty lipstick. I got it in this box, like I said. It is honestly, though, so pretty. It's almost metallic. What color is it? I haven't even... Good year for wine. Oh, hey, good year for wine. Perfect. 2017. Always a good year for wine, though. Yeah, I love this color. It's so pretty. It's very bold. I put it on my lips the other day and I was like, whoa. I don't know if it's long wearing or if it transfers a lot or anything, but I will definitely wear it though and let you guys know. Maybe I'll use it in a video coming up. And I never leave the house without this e.l.f. makeup remover pen. Oh my god, this has saved my butt pretty much every day. I fix my mascara with it, I fix my lips with it, I fix my eyeliner with it. It is so good. It's got this, let me see if I can get this off. It is literally this pen, and it just removes makeup so easily. Make sure if you use it, you wipe it off like immediately with like a tissue or something, or else like the mascara or eyeliner will stick on there. And then the next time you put it on your face, you will just smear that leftover mascara or eyeliner on your face. So clean it, but it is like $2. Totally worth it if you are messy or not good at eyeliner like myself. The next lipstick here is Maybelline Divine Wine. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, why can't... Okay. This color is so beautiful. It is like this red, maroon, purple, just wine. Just a beautiful, beautiful color. I will also do a video with this because I actually was watching a YouTuber use this, and I went out and bought this immediately because I loved the entire look. It is a drugstore holiday look, so a little late to the ball game on that, but I mean, you could definitely wear it whenever. You know, if you like it, wear it. Just do it. Next is the Naked Urban Decay palette. I got this for Christmas, so I don't usually travel with it, but I will be now. I love it. My boyfriend got it for me. Ugh, I wanted it so bad, and I had completely forgotten that I even asked for it, so when I saw it, I was just blown away. It is so beautiful. There is a reason that this has been on the market, you know, however long. It is beautiful. Next is the Modern Renaissance palette. I also got this for Christmas. I treated myself. Oh my god. Look, this thing is beautiful. Very intimidating though. I thought I would be able to work with it very easily, but these colors, you can't just like put on like red ochre or what, Venetian red and like be okay. Like, you have to apply them right. Oh my gosh, Devin, why are you so loud? Yeah, beautiful palette. Love it. Merry Christmas to me. Next is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Face Powder in 20 Classic Ivory. I love this powder. The coverage is amazing. Maybe not worth the money because you don't get like that much powder, but very good product. And I also use the sponge like all the time. As you can tell, it's dirty. Pretty good sponge. I use it sometimes just to set my under eye, sometimes my whole face, sometimes just to touch up. It's really good and good to just stick in your purse and go, like I said, just to touch up your face throughout the day. Obviously, if you bring false lashes, you need lash glue. I use the, wait, I think this is Kiss strip lash adhesive with aloe. Really good glue and cheap from Walmart. But just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's bad. It dries clear, goes on white. It's really good. Recommend it. Next is this MAC palette. These are Ulta concealers that came in my kit, but these colors here, I got these for Christmas also, so I don't usually travel with them, but I will because this palette is amazing. This is Bottle Green, Naked Lunch, and that brown is Cork. They're eyeshadows, and this palette is magnetic. These colors are so pretty, and I love that this thing is magnetic. I was reading the reviews before I got it because I wanted a magnetic one, and everyone was like, it's not magnetic, blah, blah, blah. And I got it, and now I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's definitely magnetic. And the eyeshadows, oops, the eyeshadows come with a magnet on them. So, yeah, and the eyeshadows, if you get them depotted already, they're like $6. So, and the palette was like $8. So, definitely worth your money there. And the eyeliner that I use is the Maybelline Eye Studio in, I think, Very Black. Is that what it is? Blackest Black. Really good eyeshadow, easy to use. I mean, if I can use it, then you can use it. If you're bad at, did I say eyeshadow? Eyeliner. If you are bad at eyeliner, go ahead and try this because it's really good. It comes with a little brush, the one that I showed you earlier. It's just easy to use. It glides on, doesn't smear or anything. Highly recommend, especially for beginners. Next is the NYX Micro Brow. I did not like this thing at first, and I don't know if I'll even buy it again. I was really stuck on the e.l.f. brow pencil, but this is really good. This is in the color black, I think. Yeah, it's in the color black, and it is really good. I lost the, well actually, yeah, I lost the lid to both ends, so that's why it looks pretty ratchet. But it's pretty good. It's like $10 at Ulta. Honestly, it's a little waxy in my opinion, but it's the only brow pencil that I have right now, so I went ahead and brought it. How much more do I have left? Probably not much. Not gonna, like, push it all out. But this is a really good pencil. Yeah, NYX Micro Brow. And another item that I usually don't travel with, but I actually just got it 2 days ago. It is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I just did a review video on this. I will link it somewhere down below, and I will link it in this video right now. This mascara is pretty good, but you can go watch my review on it. Definitely, though, I will be traveling with it because it's really good. Like, this might be my new travel mascara and like night out mascara. Essence lip liner in Nude. Just a really great creamy pencil lip liner. Love it. Don't go anywhere without it. Wear it pretty much every day. I also brought this NYX Above and Beyond concealer. This is good for spot correcting or brightening a few little spots. Pretty good. I haven't really used it that much, but I brought it. Thought I'd show it to you. I don't know if I'll buy this again though when I run out. It's not like that creamy. Another Wet n Wild lipstick is this in, Bare It All. This is my new go-to nude. This is absolutely beautiful. It's like $2 or $3 like at Walmart. Oh my god. I got it because it was a dupe supposedly for MAC Velvet Teddy. Oh my god. It's so pretty. You guys have to go buy it like today. I also brought my Ride or Die NYX lip lingerie in Bedtime Flirt. It is called Bedtime Flirt. It is so pretty. This is my go-to. Like, this and Bare It All are my new go-to nudes. Like, absolutely beautiful. This is a little drying while Bare It All is not. But I mean, Ride or Die right here. I also brought along this Marc Jacobs little mini lipstick that I got from Sephora when it was my birthday. It's this really pretty, like, sort of rosy color. It's a little, like, mature in my opinion. Like, it's a color that I think my mom would have worn. I don't really care for it, but I mean, it's Marc Jacobs, so, like, I'll find a use for it. It's pretty. It's really pretty, but I don't use it. But I was hoping if I brought it, I might force myself to wear it, but haven't worn it, not once. I also brought this other Maybelline lipstick in Touch of Spice. Ugh, again, I cannot get this Maybelline lid off. Another color that is so pretty for this time of year. Ugh, it's so pretty. It's matte, but they don't really dry down matte. I still think they have sort of a satin finish. I got this one along with that other Maybelline one that I showed you. And of course, I cannot leave the house or go anywhere without my chapstick, especially this time of year. Oh my god, my lips get so dry. I mean, y'all know, cherry chapstick. Gotta love it. And the last thing I will mention is this MAC Prep and Prime. Yet again, I didn't get MAC until Christmas this year, so I don't travel with it regularly, but I will be. This item is so good. I use it to prep my face, obviously, and then I use it to set it, and oh my god, this stuff smells so good. I love it. So yeah, MAC Prep and Prime. I will definitely be purchasing a full size of this. So yeah, that is all of the makeup that I travel with regularly. Some of that obviously I got for Christmas, so I don't usually travel with all of it. But yeah, I will definitely, well yeah, I'm going to be traveling again in March for spring break, so I will do an updated one then, and hopefully like knock out some of the items that I use, probably way too much, and I definitely won't bring as many mascaras and lipsticks, and Jesus. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!